Hello, everybody. It's day 25 of Big Sky Bicycle Ride 2023 to Lynne Mohr Memorial Bicycle Ride, and it's the first day where I'm not going to be on the bicycle at all today. Most likely, I'm done with the bicycle because yesterday I achieved the goal that I had set to reach the northernmost part of Europe up in the Arctic Circle via bicycle. And yesterday was a very long, hard, arduous, but beautiful day. It started very early in the morning, leaving my campsite about 130 kilometers away from goal. But that goal was hard fought for, 7,000 feet of climbing, numerous tunnels, including a very long tunnel, and not even Norway's longest tunnel. There's one even longer, but this one was 6.6 kilometers long and went 500 feet underneath the sea. A story about this tunnel, it was 6.6 kilometers long, and immediately you're on a 9% grade shooting straight down towards 500 meters below the sea, and it goes on forever. This tunnel goes on forever. There's warning signs. It's a fog in tunnel, all this sort of stuff. As I got further climbing up at this 9% grade to cover the last 3 kilometers to get out of the tunnel, traffic was starting to kind of whiz by a little bit more, and I went, well, I'm going to get up on this walkway that they have here, which takes longer. But I was pushing the bike along, and I was just about to a little side spot where the cars can pull off in the tunnel, and this white little van with Czech license plates whizzed by, put on the brakes, and pulled into the little side alcove. And by the time I got to the alcove, there was a driver with the door of his van standing open and a smile on his face, and he said, "I'll bring you the rest of the way out." My pride at that point would have said, no, I want to do this. I want to bike every single mile of this. But by then I had biked about 90 kilometers. My legs were tired. The tunnel was long, and I said, sure. So I got in with Andre from Prague, and we had a great conversation for the time it took for him to drop me off on the other side of the tunnel. At the end, the last 30 kilometers were probably the hardest 30 kilometers of this journey, because you went straight up 9, 10, 11% grades, switchbacks. You come around a bend, and you're hoping that it's the last bend, and there's several more before you. The road keeps zigzagging up the mountain. As I pulled up, there was a beautiful, gorgeous sunset that was starting to happen, spread out across the Arctic Ocean. There was a German bicyclist by the name of Lars who had just arrived maybe a few hours before me. And he walked up to me and shook my hand and said, congratulations. Immediately, he offered to take my picture at the monument. And meanwhile, Daniel, who's from Spain, he also showed up. He had ridden his bicycle from Spain all the way there. And then all these other bicyclists started coming out of the woodwork, and they said, hey, set up your tent next to ours. We're all camped out up here. And we're talking about winds coming off the Arctic Ocean, and it was cold by the end of the day, but I set up my tent, and as the sun set, a super moon came up over the horizon. So all of a sudden there's this beautiful moon, and then to top it all off, the northern lights showed up. I was unable to get any pictures, but believe me, the northern lights showed up, and they were beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. This morning, when we all woke up at our tents there on the mountain, the fog had come in from the Arctic Ocean, and the entire, as you can see behind me, everything was fog enshrouded like this. And we're like, man, to bike 30 kilometers back down in this cold and this fog, it's going to be pretty dangerous. It's going to be a challenge. And Andre said to Lars and I, who had to get out today, he said, I'll throw your bikes in my van and I'll take you down the mountain. So Andre took us down the mountain, dropped me off here in Honningsvåg. So what a way to end a ride. What a way to celebrate Lynne's legacy, especially to be able to take a peek at GoFundMe and to see that over $16,000 has been raised now for the cause that I had set out to bicycle ride for. And I want to thank all of you who have contributed to the ride and who have also contributed encouraging words as I rode along. We are still accepting donations for the Lynne Mohr Memorial. If you want to contribute or know of those who want to contribute, it's not too late. You can still give to the cause. And